What's going on, guys? Got a quick late night review of another Parts Express build coming along. This one's going to be for a small mini 5.1 surround sound. Got some more Tech Flex. Got two different sizes. I got 10 of the Hivi B2Ss. These are the 2-inch drivers. Got some 16 gauge OFC. This stuff seems to be pretty nice. I think it's like 16 bucks for a spool of 50 feet. I like it because it's like traditional color for doing like speakers, kind of that old school look. Instead of having some fancy blue or red. It's going to be sleeved anyway, so it don't really matter. Have one 4K 8 ohm crossover for the little Hivi tweeter. Open this guy up. Of course, you can't open it on camera. There she goes. So this is their 3/4 inch tweeter. It's like $9, but it has a lot of good reviews on it. We're gonna try it out. Nice little silk dome tweeter. Pretty hefty. Little neo magnet on the back, I assume. Kind of like the little Daytons. It's probably made out of the same factory, honestly. And then I have 10 of these, and I'm going to be running this as part of the center with 2 of these, 1 on each side, and then 2 of the Hivis for the left, 2 for the right, and 2 for the rear right, and 2 for the rear left. Give me a second, I'm going to set this up. Get these out of here. So I wasn't 100% sure on these speakers, only because they said they're like 10 watts. But after some further investigation and calling Parts Express about 3 times, these are hefty little guys. Got some good weight to them. And that's a very pretty copper color. Not too many reviews on these speakers. That's why it was hard to make a judgment call, but I like that they're a 2-inch diameter. These are supposed to be pretty much full range. They kind of die off right after about 10, 5, or 11,000 hertz. They don't die off. I think they get below like 80, 85 dB and start really declining from there. That's why this is going to help out with the center channel for the voice to pick up at 4K to help kind of brighten it up. And then we'll be running full range of these, no crossovers, and we're running full active. And we'll all be powered by a Sony 590 receiver. Also with the Sony 590 receiver, I know it's a little dusty. We'll be running this single 4 ohm DC audio level 110. I rebuilt this in one of the previous videos. It's just a single 4 ohm coil. I have the trying to think. Yeah, the Dayton Audio SBA 250 amp will run this. This thing probably has close to 1.5 inches of travel. Can take a lot of power. I had it powered by the old car audio bargain 2K. Slapping it free air pretty good. So we're going to do probably an oversized sealed, or I want to talk to the customer. We might do a ported, depending on how boomy they want it. And I want to do the porting around like 25 hertz. If not, I was going to do probably like a 2 cubic foot sealed enclosure. And I might have to add some more weight to it too. I'm not sure. Try to get the FS a little lower. But as with like porting, whatever, not going to run that much power to it. Kind of tune it where you want it. So then I had some little, I use these as rubber feet. Very, very shallow, just because the the sound bar, the front stage is going to be all in one, about 4 foot wide. Going to have the center, you know, the center in the center, the left on the left, and the right on the right. But it's all going to be one sound bar, about maybe 3 1/4 inches high, to keep it to where it's going to be pretty much level with the bottom of the TV. So it's kind of, this is going to be a challenge. Hopefully I'm going to make this all out of cedar. I've got some cedar right here, at least for the front. I have more in the shed. This is probably 2.5 inches thick. It won't need any of that, so we'll mill a lot of it down. Yeah, I'm very impressed with these. One of the reviews, the guys did say could use a tweeter. He was using these in like a little matchbox boombox thing, which I can see that. I think these will be all right. They have a really good frequency response. And if need be, I can always back the bass off the receiver a little bit if it is overdriving these. But this is pretty stiff for a 10-watt speaker. I've had the 2.5 Dayton Audio NDs. I've had them a couple times, and those are a lot, you know, the suspension's a lot looser than this. But then again, this has a smaller coil in it. There's not much surround on it either. Like those NDs have a lot of travel. Got some venting in there too. My only thing I have to ask Parts Express about is, I noticed when I unboxed this earlier, it has a screw hole in the back for threads. I don't know if that's for some sort of mounting or if I should plug that, maybe put like a dab of hot glue in it to kind of plug the hole. See if it's going to be in the same box as these, you know, is that going to affect the diaphragm? I'm not sure. I have to call Parts Express for that. Here we got the little terminal cups, gold plated, made in Taiwan. Yeah, there's Parts Express number. These are 2 5/16 tall, so it'll just fit in the back of the box. And I'm going to rear mount all of these too to have a nice clean look to them. So that's going to be a challenge to make the back removable. Oh, I can put these in. I imagine the enclosures are only going to be 3 to 4 inches deep. Probably like a 3x3. I do have to hide the one crossover in there. I have plenty of room. You know what crossovers look like. We'll use a bunch of them. So here is your 4K. I think the resonant frequency on the tweeter was, I thought it was 3K or something, or 2200. I don't quite remember. I had to look up the specs on it, but a lot of the guys that I follow on YouTube have always told me to, you know, double the frequency when you're using a crossover, especially if you're going to run some good power to it, just to keep it safe. That's about it. Yeah, just got 10 of these. 10 of these little the copper colored ones. And I asked Parts Express too. I'm like, can you guys please go verify to see if your 2-inch driver here, this copper colored, is the cone the same color as the 1-inch version? There's a 1-inch version of these that Hivi makes, or Swan, whatever you want to call them. And in the pictures, one looks like it's pink, the other one looks like it's copper, the other one looks like it's like a dull color. That's about as shiny copper, like a super shiny penny, as it gets. The lighting in here probably isn't the best. I got 4,000 Kelvin color lights above the toolboxes. Got some, maybe we'll try it out here. Yeah, I guess it's about the same, don't matter. Yeah, so that should be a nice little setup. This will be the kind of the unboxing slash part one of the mini 5.1 surround sound. And the rear speakers will have two of these, one on top of each other. We're going to do some little floor stands. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it out of wood or some like black iron pipe screwed together. Just something to get it up, you know, level with your ears when you're sitting on the couch. So yeah. Maybe I'll hook up some testing later this week to see how they sound kind of free air. Obviously they're not going to sound the greatest when they're open because the rear is going to be interfering with the front. But at least just to get them moving and see what they sound like. So later, guys. Part 2 hopefully coming out in maybe a week. And then I still have to finish the river table too. I'm making a cedar river table. I'll upload some pictures of that too. So later, guys.